Good morning, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. I was sort of snowed in last night. Oops, my door is locked, hold on a second. I'm sort of stranded here for a while. My car is broke, the meadow is a swamp, and it snowed, although not very much. I want to go out and get the reaction of the birds on camera for once as I feed them and they come out into the snow. They haven't come out and they know I'm awake. Birds! They're not coming out. Birds, come! Now you guys know what kind of monsters these are when it comes to food. They don't want to come out. Come on, birds! Maybe I won't feed my birds right now. Birds! Birds, come! They're not coming out. Well, maybe they're just not used to this early. It's 6 in the morning. I usually don't get out till 7:30. I'll come back in a little while. I wanted to see the reaction in the snow, but they're not moving. Well, I see their door got blown shut by the wind. I haven't been closing their gate at night since I left for Michigan. The raccoons are not messing with the electric fence, so it is doing its job. Yeah, maybe that's not why they're not coming out. It's not wedged, it's just there. Come on, birds. Come on. Come on, birds. Yeah, they don't like the snow. Well, there's not going to be humorous birds hopping on snow video today. They know what it is, and they don't like it. They're not coming even to eat. Oh well, I tried. Look at this one. He's like, no. Look at him. Oh, the other one went out, so he's like, okay then. Come on, birds. Oh well, no exciting, funny videos. I'll go feed them. Snow means amplification of light, which means I might get more power out of my solar panels if I sweep it. By the way, the last snowstorm ripped my greenhouse up pretty badly. I guess I'm done with cheap greenhouses. They just don't work. There's no point in wasting money. Spend money once for something good instead of every single year for something cheap, and in the long run, you come out better anyway. So, let's see what the solar panels look like out here right now. Yeah. See, this is winter up north. Now I'm going to be bringing in some serious power, I believe, after I clean these off. Even though it's still only 8 o'clock in the morning, this is really going to bring in some power now. Normal winter maintenance for solar panels up north. But again, it's increased power. All this bright white everywhere. There's gonna be some serious solar, I think, today. I'm hoping anyway. That's a problem. There we go. Any thing stuck on the panel will of course reduce output for that whole row of the entire solar panel. A lot of people probably don't know this, but there are what's called blocking diodes in the solar panel to prevent them from self-destructing if a cloud covers a piece of the solar panel or a leaf falls on one. And like this entire row would be blocked out and the rest would still work, which would reduce your overall power output, which is not desirable. Well, let's go inside. I was pulling in 6 watts a minute ago. Let's go see the difference. So let's see what we're bringing in. Actually it's 830. Oh, 18 watts, but still, it tripled just by sweeping the panels. Now I'm down to 12.3 volts without anything but my netbook and the internet on. That's it overnight. Now this is 200 amp hours of batteries, fresh off the shelf from the store, and I was running my generator until 11 o'clock last night. I shut it off. The batteries were up to 13.4 volts when I shut off the generator. So these are sulfated. These are brand new off the shelf and they were sulfated. They would not be this low overnight with such a minimum drain. So this netbook is not drawing much power at all, and it's doesn't even have its display on, so it's hardly drawing much current at all, and it is plugged into a 12 volt power supply. So and I know the internet, the modem down there, that's the green lights, is only pulling about 5 to 7 watts total. So 216 amp hours of batteries dropped to 12.3 overnight. That's not good. So when I get the large battery bank, which is badly sulfated, restored on the Bedini motor, then I'm going to swap out and be using these and then desulfate these guys here. So with this taking time, they're resting at 6.22 volts for about 2 days, so I might have to stop the Bedini, do a discharge cycle, let them rest a little bit, and get them going again. Although they are a bit cooler down here. I noticed there's a gap down by the wheel well that I have to seal off. Down here under the sink is a little bit cooler. Not cold, but cooler. So anyway, I gotta find something to use, something that's 6 volts that I can use to discharge these, or a light bulb or something, so I can do a discharge cycle and then get them back going on the Bedini motor. Well, I just got 2 gallons of water from the rainwater tank. It was somewhat sunny today. Sorry I'm out of breath. I'll explain in a minute. But I got my 2 gallons. Every 24 hours I put 2 gallons of water into the air to keep the tiny house on wheels, the water moisture level at a comfortable range. Oh wait, here, baby cat fix. How you doing, baby cat? Huh? Hello, say hi. Oh look, there's Troy and baby cat. Together in one shot. Look at that. Anyway, I was out hunting today, no luck. I saw a deer yesterday, but they're flighty and fast. He kept his distance, and there was no way. He was running. They don't want to be eaten. I'm probably either going to butcher a chicken or a squirrel in the next days here, because I'm rock bottom. I have to check the New York State hunting laws for squirrel, because everything I do is scrutinized right now, but I might be having a squirrel stew and dig up what I can out of the garden here. I do have freeze-dried food rations, but I hate to tap into my emergency food stores. They're not really comfortable food for long term, but I do have some root vegetables down in here yet. I might try to dig out. Parsley is struggling, but still there, and a couple herbs. So anyway, I'm going to see what I can scrounge up. Now the reason I was out of breath here, I want to show you what 15 minutes of work will give you. And I'll admit a mistake for you all. I know I'm going to get hit with this pretty hard, but a lot of I told you so's, but I never did say I was an expert in anything out here. I cut all this trees this spring thinking that I'd be burning that for winter. Well, I was wrong. I've got a lot of wood down. I've got a lot of chopped wood. I've got a lot of wood piles, but they are causing severe creosote in my wood stove. I can't burn that. I can't use it. There's a ton of trees down there. I can't use it because I cut that in the spring. And one, forgive me. All right, again, my honesty. So please don't rip me apart for this. I thought by logging it and leaving it laying like that, they would dry out and cure and be usable for the fall. But I was wrong. Sorry, I thought I had a tick on me. I was wrong. They did not cure. I should have logged them and split them into individual logs and then stacked them, and then maybe they'd have been done. But I know you're supposed to have wood from the previous year, and I didn't. I'm just starting out, really. So you remember I didn't have a chainsaw until I think it was this spring, was it? So everything's been coming together this year, and next year I'll have wood, but this year I don't. So all my dry, dead, burnable wood from dead standing trees is gone. I had a nice, probably half a cord under this pile, under this tarp, and it's all gone. It's all gone. Now the only log piles I do have anywhere are not cured wood that I can't burn. It's causing severe creosote, and that is dangerous. You do not want that. So I burnt all that I had dry and cured. So I have been burning up pieces of pallets and barnwood here and there as I go. But that also, if you hit a piece of pine, it causes creosote. And I'm finding out that most of that barnwood is pine. Yes, Terry, you're right. It's not all oak. Most of it's pine. The guy that gave me the barn told me that it was all oak and very little pine, and I'm finding out it's the other way around. There is a little bit of oak in there, but mostly pine. So that doesn't burn safe. It's good for, I used it inside the tiny house for building up a hot fire quick and burning out the creosote. If you're burning it hot and heavy and starting a fire, that's fine. But if you're trying to use it for nighttime burn, it's dangerous. Anyway, now, why I wasn't stressed really is because this is about 15 minutes of work right here. That was 2 dead standing trees. They are, look at that, very well cured. That's a hardwood. Again, I wish I knew more about trees. I never paid attention, and I was too busy pickling my brain growing up. And I wish I had not, but you know, you can only move forward. So this is a very nice, beautiful hardwood, and it's cured. It's ready for the wood stove. This is 2 small dead standing trees. You can see the diameter. This is probably about the biggest piece at the base. Well, there is the base right there. Again, look at those cracks in that wood. Well cured, very nicely cured. So that's the size of it at the base. Those were standing, 2 little trees, and that will keep me going for 2.5 days. That is 2.5 days of pure burning fun in the tiny house on wheels. Now, this is why I wasn't freaking out about it before, is because I knew this from experience, from the last 2 years using that tiny potbelly stove and not having a chainsaw and hand cutting wood each day as needed, that I can find enough dead standing trees out there in the forest. There is so much stuff out there waiting to be harvested, and as long as it's standing, and as long as you had a sunny, windy day like today, it's usable right now. There's nothing wrong with that right now. There's no moisture content in that. Might be a little in the bark, but that's good stuff right now. And I don't feel bad at all about burning that. And that's based on my experience with the potbelly stove and the camper from the last 2 winters, the previous 2 winters. So that's why when you guys were all really stressed for me, I wasn't, because I knew even if it got desperate, there's enough wood out here waiting for me. I mean, that's nearby. There's 56 acres, and there's enough wood out here nearby for me to just go grab, which is what I'm doing now. It means working every single day, but hey, that's what you got to do anyway. So, well, I'm losing daylight. It's got to be getting close to about 4:35. And that's it. I didn't harvest. I didn't bring in any barnwood for shelving today. I was saying about putting up more shelves inside the tiny house, but I was out hunting, and it's all wet. It was covered in snow until this afternoon. Well, there's an idea. There's some other wood that I got laying there. That's what my barnwood looks like right now. So, yeah, that's why I didn't harvest any today for shelves. Maybe I'll do some wiring. I'll figure something out this evening. But, well, it's pretty much calling it a night. Baby's getting ready for bed. Baby cat. She's going to take her nap. She's looking all cozy. My little spotted cow. I don't know what she's doing. Cats are funny. Baby cat. Alright, well, that's it for now. That's a little bit more wood than I thought it was. It's more like maybe 3 days of burning. Not bad for 15 minutes of work. Now, I'll take it down a little ways to about there tonight and then put a tarp over it and keep it dry. And this is how I've been running the place right now. I bring up wood and stock it up here on the, well, my temporary porch, and then take it in from there as needed and just keep stockpiling wood every day. Well, every couple days I go out and stockpile some more wood and keep it going. So I just thought I'd share that with you. It's a nice nice little pile of wood right there. Not bad. We'll come back and see how that looks tomorrow. I was out in the forest shopping mall, and I found some interesting things that I might be able to use in my rustic tiny house on wheels. I've got here some hinge pins, and I was thinking about coat hooks for the shelf up there. I'm trying to figure out what's the best thing to use for a coat hook, and I was thinking hinge pins are really cool because I got the rounded head like that. These are really cool, I think. I found some long barn nails, but these are actually too long, although I think I'm going to put these on that big beam in the middle of the right there by the kitchen, on the side facing the wall, so that I'll just pre-drill a hole and tap them in tightly in a downward angle, and then I've got an extra coat hook for guests. This is a big rounded head, so I don't think that'll affect or hurt the coats in it anyway. I really love these. These are great, but I was hoping to have 4 hooks That's big enough that I could have 4 hooks on there. Although these are perfect, I think. I wish I could have found a 4th, but that's what I've got. And then I've got the old square hammered hand-forged barn nails. These are the old square rusty old barn nails with the square hammered heads. And I was thinking I could clean up some of these and use them as coat hooks as well. So I'm gonna wait for you guys to give me your opinion on which way to go. Should I go with 3 of these, or I really would prefer 4, or should I go with some of these guys? How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8. There's roughly about 10 or so of these. And I was thinking about a couple of them on there as well to hang various miscellaneous items. I see I have to clean my camera lens from outdoors, so I don't take this outside when it's raining or snowing much like I did just a bit ago. Anyway, I was thinking a couple of those nails along there. That's just screaming for some nails. That's just calling out to have some nails on it to hang stuff on. Maybe some just knickknacks or memorabilia or what, but maybe even a hat. That would be, I could keep my extra hats over there. I've got a few hats, because that isn't big enough for all my hats and gloves and coats. So anyway, tell me what you think, everybody. Which way should I go? Maybe I could put these 3 on the board, 1, 2, 3 evenly spaced, and then put a couple of the barn nails on the outer lip of the wood for hats. Maybe that would work. So tell me what you think, everybody. And here's another thing I found. This is a massive, it looks like it was a big barn nail, a big old nail of some kind, I think. And it looks like somebody forged it and hammered it. I don't know what. It looks like it was meant to hang on something, and then to hang something on it. I just thought it was really cool, so I grabbed it. I salvaged that. So this time I'm going to wait for your opinion and your advice. Tell me what you all think. Which is the best way to go for the coat hacks? The coat rack. I just wanted to say I use this thermometer on my wood stove now very heavily. I wouldn't say it's an exact temperature measurement, but it certainly has, I've grown accustomed to using it actually you can see the creosote dripped on the side from last night's fire. I have become accustomed to using this to learn where I need it to burn off the creosote. 3 times a day I get that up in the mid-range, straight up and down, for a good hot burn to get the creosote out. I do this 3 times a day for safety, because at night, if you even got the slightest bit of moisture in the wood, you will have creosote built up by morning. And since I'm out here in the forest and nature here with limited resources, I do have a lot of damp or moist wood. Sometimes it just rains on it, sometimes my tarp gets blown aside and whatever. But anyway, I've been using this a lot, like many times each day, and it has become a very good indicator of where I'm standing here with temperature. And where it's sitting right now means about 80 degrees room temperature in here. It's pretty nice. Good evening, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World, the Off-Grid Project, and a tiny house on wheels. I've got my tin oven on top of the wood stove. I've had it going for all of 10 minutes now. And, hold on, let me pause and grab my thermometer. So, my stove, I don't know if you'll see the display, but is already 184 degrees in 10 minutes. That's the side of the oven. I've only had this going like 10 minutes. This stove, this oven, or this wood stove, is so sensitive and responds so quickly. If I closed and damped down that air intake, you'll hear the stove ticking right now. This is an amazing stove, really sensitive. And I'll tell you, it really responds fast. Let me see what my pipe temperature is. 418 degrees right now. And let me see, I was talking earlier about the thermometer reading on there. I can't see without a light. Hold on a minute. Where's my flashlight? See, that's showing 300 degrees. So, yeah, as I thought, it's not really precise reading on that thermometer on the stovepipe, but it definitely gives me an idea, because right there where it's sitting is what do we got? 396 degrees. Oh, I'm curious. It's 377 up higher. Well, it's already dropping because I just closed the damper a little. 307. And up top, the black box up top is 176. And the side of it is 110. So, not too bad. It can get to 110 degrees in summer on that wood, so that's fine. We've got 191 degrees. 199. So it's definitely heating. Let me see what the top is. 150 degrees. It's definitely going to heat my food. Now I got some food in there heating up. Baby, down. Oi, it's hot. I can't believe she's that close to the wood stove. Well, you can tell it isn't hot at the bottom. People were concerned that it would be too hot at the bottom, but nope, she was just right there. Anyway, what was I saying? Well, I got some food heating up in the stove, or in the oven. I'm really enjoying that oven. So cool to have an oven in my tiny house on wheels. Well, I just opened it up. 145, 162 on the meat, 141. Not bad. It's dinner time. Actually, I finally broke out of here and got some groceries. This is a matter of $3. This was at the deli discounted, and I threw it in my oven. Look at that. Cooked in my oven in the tiny house, in my antique tin oven. Nice. It's dinner time.